Welcome to Healthy Aging Blueprint, your trusted space for simple, effective tips to help seniors live healthier, happier, and more meaningful lives. Whether you're stepping into retirement or supporting a parent or grandparent on their wellness journey, this channel is for you. Together, we'll explore real-life experiences, healthy daily habits, and a positive mindset to help you wake up each day with energy, joy, and purpose. Have you ever felt like the sunlight is suddenly too harsh on your eyes? Or noticed that faces seem blurry even when you're not tired or looking at screens all day? What if the very vegetables you've trusted for years are quietly damaging your vision, bite by bite? As a surgeon with decades of experience caring for older adults, I've seen firsthand how seemingly innocent food choices can slowly rob people of their eyesight. This isn't about some obscure condition or rare disease. It's about the everyday vegetables sitting right on your plate. Yes, even the ones you think are healthy. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 common vegetables that older adults must avoid starting today. You'll also learn simple, smart swaps that support eye health, help you maintain your independence, and allow you to keep enjoying every precious moment of clarity with the people you love. This is about preserving more than just vision. It's about protecting your freedom, confidence, and connection to the world around you. Before we begin, I'd truly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. It helps me continue to share powerful lessons from the aging journey. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit the bell so you never miss important content that can impact your well-being. If you like this video, comment 1 below. If not, comment 0. I value your feedback and want to create better content for you. Now let's dive into the first item on our list: spinach leftovers. This may surprise you. Spinach has long been praised in American kitchens for its vibrant green color, tender texture when cooked, and reputation as a nutritional powerhouse. For seniors, it's a go-to ingredient, rich in iron, folate, and antioxidants. You'll find it in hearty omelets, creamy casseroles, comforting soups, or sautéed as a simple side dish passed down through generations. Its versatility and health halo have made it a beloved staple. But here's what most people don't realize. Reheated spinach can pose a hidden threat to your eyes, and this risk often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Health, one seemingly innocent bite at a time. When spinach is cooked, cooled, and stored in the refrigerator overnight, it undergoes a subtle but impactful chemical shift. While fresh or freshly cooked spinach is rich in beneficial nitrates, these compounds begin to change when the spinach is refrigerated and later reheated. Through natural bacterial processes and oxidation, those nitrates can convert into nitrites, a transformation that might seem harmless but carries real consequences. Nitrites themselves aren't considered directly toxic. However, they can increase oxidative stress within the body, triggering the production of free radicals. These unstable molecules are known to damage delicate tissues, including those critical to your eyesight. Specifically, they can harm the fragile blood vessels that feed the retina, the part of your eye responsible for sharp, central vision. This ongoing damage doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, often going unnoticed, until one day the signs appear: blurred central vision, difficulty adjusting to bright light, or the inability to make out small details clearly. These symptoms mark the early stages of age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, one of the most common causes of vision loss among older adults. What's heartbreaking is how preventable much of this could be. Over the years, I've met patients in their 70s and 80s who had never smoked, kept their screen time minimal, and managed chronic illnesses like diabetes with care, yet still struggled with declining vision. When we looked closer, one pattern kept surfacing. They were consistently reheating spinach-based meals, sometimes multiple times a week. Whether it was spinach soup, sautéed sides, or leftover lasagna, the intention was always good: save time, stretch the budget, avoid waste. And who hasn't done the same? Throwing out what seems like perfectly good food feels wasteful, even wrong. But is it worth compromising something as precious as your sight? That's the real cost we rarely consider, not the spinach itself, but the everyday habits we follow without questioning. If reheated spinach can contribute to such silent harm, what other foods might also be quietly threatening your eye health? Think for a moment. Have you ever added raw kale to your smoothies, believing it was a smart choice? That morning smoothie you've been faithfully drinking? It may not be as innocent as it seems. If you're still here, watching and finding these insights helpful, please drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. I truly appreciate your time and your willingness to learn. Let's talk about raw kale in smoothies. It's often seen as the ultimate symbol of healthy living. You'll find kale featured on the covers of wellness magazines, praised in countless nutrition blogs, and advertised in every grocery store flyer. This leafy green has earned its reputation as a superfood, rich in fiber, calcium, vitamins A, C, and K, and packed with antioxidants. It's no surprise that so many older adults rely on it to support energy, brain function, and longevity. For many, adding raw kale to a daily smoothie feels like a smart and convenient way to deliver a nutrient-packed punch to the body. But here's the unsettling truth. That beautiful green blend could be silently undermining your eyesight. When consumed too often or in large quantities, raw kale can actually interfere with your body's ability to absorb certain nutrients essential for maintaining healthy eyes. That's because kale contains oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that bind to important minerals in your digestive system, such as calcium and zinc. These minerals play a key role in supporting the retina and macula, the areas of the eye responsible for crisp central vision. But when oxalates bind to them, they form insoluble crystals that your body can't easily absorb. The result? Your eyes may be left undernourished, unable to fight off oxidative damage or maintain the delicate blood vessels that keep your vision strong. It's something I've witnessed again and again in clinical practice. Patients who followed all the right habits, no smoking, regular physical activity, proper hydration, yet still found themselves grappling with unexplained vision decline. They would come to me describing eye fatigue, a persistent blur in their vision, or a strange haze when stepping into bright sunlight. When I asked about their eating habits, many of them proudly mentioned their daily kale smoothie, completely unaware that this so-called healthy ritual might be playing a role in their symptoms. And the research supports this. Consuming too much oxalate through frequent raw kale intake can lower the body's ability to absorb essential minerals like calcium and zinc. Over time, this deficiency can lead to retinal stress, contributing to long-term vision concerns and potentially permanent damage. Now, to be clear, kale itself isn't the enemy. In fact, when eaten in moderation and prepared correctly, kale remains a valuable part of a nutrient-dense diet. The problem arises with how often and in what form it's consumed. When kale is steamed, sautéed, or lightly cooked, the heat helps break down oxalates, allowing your body to better access and absorb the beneficial nutrients it contains. But if you're blending raw kale into your smoothie every single morning, it may be time to take a step back and reconsider. Moderation is everything. A balanced diet with variety not only improves nutrient absorption, but also protects you from overexposure to compounds that, even with the best intentions, can work against your health. And if something as celebrated as kale can carry such risks when misused, it raises an important question. What other everyday staples might be affecting your vision without you realizing it? That brings us to a food many seniors know and love: pickled vegetables. These colorful, flavorful favorites carry generations of tradition. But are they doing more harm than good, especially as we age? Pickled vegetables are more than just a side dish. They're a beloved part of American food culture, showing up at backyard barbecues, holiday potlucks, and family dinners. There's something comforting in that sharp crunch of a dill pickle, the tang of sauerkraut on a bratwurst, or the deep color of pickled beets tossed into a salad. These foods are packed with flavor, but also with something else. Something that could be silently putting your eyesight at risk. Because beneath the nostalgic taste lies a hidden cost, and it becomes more dangerous the older we get. Most people don't realize it, but pickled vegetables are often extremely high in sodium. Some servings contain hundreds of milligrams of salt, far more than what most people expect in just a few bites. A single serving of pickled vegetables can contain far more sodium than the aging body, especially the eyes, can safely handle. Excess salt in the diet raises blood pressure, which in turn places extra strain on the fragile capillaries in the retina. This is the part of the eye responsible for converting light into the images we see. Over time, the pressure can gradually weaken the vessel walls, causing microbleeds, fluid leakage, and ultimately leading to a condition called hypertensive retinopathy. This condition doesn't always begin with dramatic symptoms. In fact, many older adults don't even realize something is wrong until their vision is significantly impaired. What may start as a slight blur or occasional blind spot can quietly progress until permanent damage has already taken hold. The issue doesn't stop with sodium alone. Many commercially available pickled vegetables include added preservatives like sodium benzoate and artificial coloring agents. These compounds have been linked to increased inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are known contributors to cellular damage. And it's not just the eyes that suffer. The entire circulatory system, including the blood vessels that nourish the brain, can be affected. This raises concerns not only for vision, but also for cognitive health. I've had patients in their 60s and 70s, otherwise active and in good health, feel genuinely surprised when they learned their long-standing habit of eating pickles might be contributing to their fading eyesight or persistent mental fog. It's just a pickle, they'd say. And it is. But repeated daily, even the smallest habits can accumulate into serious health consequences. Yes, the tangy crunch of pickled vegetables holds undeniable appeal, but that very comfort food could be quietly working against your well-being. And if a single jar of pickles can pose this level of risk, what about another staple that's widely praised for its health benefits? Let's turn our attention to garlic. Known around the world as both a culinary delight and a medicinal powerhouse, garlic has earned its place in nearly every kitchen. But is there a downside to using too much of it, especially for older adults? Garlic is celebrated across cultures for its bold flavor and healing properties. In American households, it's a foundational ingredient, starring in everything from hearty pasta sauces to savory roasted vegetables. Its reputation as a natural remedy is just as strong. Many seniors rely on garlic to help support heart health, regulate cholesterol, and enhance immune function. The key compounds in garlic, such as allicin, are believed to have powerful anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects, making it a go-to for those aiming to stay healthy without depending solely on medications. But there's a catch, especially when consumed in large amounts or when eaten raw. When taken in concentrated forms like supplements, garlic becomes a powerful blood thinner. While this might sound like a good thing, especially for preventing clots or supporting heart health, it can actually pose a serious risk to the eyes. As we age, the tiny capillaries in the retina, thinner than a strand of human hair, become increasingly delicate. These vessels are essential for healthy vision, but they are also extremely vulnerable to stress and rupture. Excessive garlic intake, particularly in raw form or through high-dose supplements, can increase the risk of internal eye bleeding, especially when combined with blood-thinning medications like aspirin, warfarin, or even natural supplements such as fish oil. The result? A condition called vitreous hemorrhage, bleeding inside the eye, which may cause floaters, flashing lights, or sudden blurry vision. I've had patients describe strange, unsettling visual symptoms, seeing what looked like smoke or cobwebs drifting across their line of sight. Upon closer examination, many of them had been consuming garlic in large quantities, whether through smoothies, daily raw garlic doses, or over-the-counter supplements, believing it was a harmless way to improve their circulation. The irony is hard to ignore. Garlic, long regarded as a healing food, can end up harming the very parts of the body it's meant to protect when consumed in excess. A clove or two added to your meals is unlikely to cause any issues, but turning it into a daily medicinal routine, especially in raw or concentrated form, could shift its effects from helpful to harmful. The takeaway here is simple but critical. Moderation matters. Just like every part of your body, your eyes need balance, not extremes, to function at their best. And if even garlic, nature's so-called medicine, carries risks when overused, what other familiar foods might be doing the same? Let's talk about canned corn. It's sweet, comforting, and widely considered harmless. But could it also be quietly affecting your vision in ways you haven't considered? If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please type the number 2 in the comments to let me know you're still here. I appreciate your time and your commitment to learning. Canned corn, number 5 on our list, is convenient, delicious, and surprisingly, not as innocent as it seems. Those bright golden kernels bring warmth and familiarity to so many American meals. Whether it's a summer barbecue, a cozy Thanksgiving spread, or a quick weeknight dinner, canned corn often plays a supporting role on the plate. For older adults especially, it's affordable, easy to prepare, and tastes like comfort food. Just open a can, heat it up, and it's ready to serve in minutes. Canned corn often feels like a safe, wholesome addition to the plate, a small comfort in an increasingly busy world. It's easy, familiar, and brings back memories of home-cooked meals. But behind that nostalgic charm is a less comforting reality. Canned corn may be quietly working against your vision, especially as you age. While many assume that all corn delivers the same nutritional benefits, the truth is more complex. Fresh and frozen corn can retain high levels of vital nutrients, but the canning process changes everything. Canned corn is subjected to extreme heat, prolonged shelf storage, and various chemical preservatives. This intense processing strips away many of the very nutrients that make corn good for your eyes. Most concerning is the significant loss of 2 powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These aren't just scientific terms or trendy health buzzwords. They're essential compounds that play a critical role in maintaining healthy vision. Lutein and zeaxanthin naturally accumulate in the retina, where they act as a protective filter against harmful blue light from screens, sunlight, and artificial lighting. Their antioxidant properties help combat oxidative stress, reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration, commonly known as AMD. AMD is one of the leading causes of blindness among adults over 60. Research has consistently shown that diets rich in lutein and zeaxanthin can slow the progression of this condition and help preserve visual sharpness over time. Unfortunately, when corn is canned, much of these nutrients are destroyed in the process, leaving the final product with little to offer in terms of eye protection. Instead of nourishing your vision, canned corn may end up acting as little more than filler, providing calories without delivering meaningful support for your eye health. And it doesn't stop there. Many canned corn products come packed in salty brines or sugary syrups, sometimes labeled as seasoned or sweet kernel. These hidden additives bring their own risks. Excess sodium, in particular, can elevate intraocular pressure, another known factor in the development of eye conditions, including glaucoma. For aging eyes, this added pressure can do silent damage long before any symptoms are noticed. This excess salt puts added pressure on the optic nerve, increasing the risk of glaucoma, another serious eye condition that can lead to permanent vision loss. At the same time, added sugars commonly found in some canned corn products contribute to chronic inflammation throughout the body. This systemic inflammation doesn't just accelerate the breakdown of visual clarity, it also takes a toll on your blood vessels, raising your risk of heart disease and cognitive decline over time. So what appears to be an innocent side dish can, in reality, undermine the very systems that keep you feeling vibrant and independent: your eyes, your heart, and your brain. I've spoken with countless older adults who were genuinely surprised to hear this. They often say, "It's just corn. How could it be harmful? But the truth is, health isn't determined by one single food. It's shaped over time by the small, repeated choices we make every day, the habits we follow without even thinking about them. Canned corn, while comforting and convenient, is one of those habits worth re-examining. The better choice? Opt for fresh or frozen corn instead. When prepared properly, whether it's boiled, grilled, or lightly steamed, fresh corn retains its natural antioxidants. Frozen corn, too, if stored well, preserves most of its original nutrients, including lutein and zeaxanthin. These versions offer the eye-protecting benefits your vision depends on, without the hidden risks found in processed alternatives. It's a small shift, but one with big potential rewards. The ability to read clearly, recognize loved ones' faces, or enjoy a sunny afternoon without discomfort. These are everyday joys that deserve to be protected. Now that we've explored the hidden risks of canned corn, it's only natural to ask, which vegetables actually help your eyes? If some common foods can cause harm, then which ones can heal and protect? The encouraging news is, you don't need to look far or spend a fortune. Some of the most powerful vision-protecting vegetables are likely already in your kitchen, or just a short trip away at your local grocery store, farmer's market, or perhaps even your own backyard. Let's begin with one of the most iconic and often underestimated eye-supporting vegetables, carrots. Carrots have long held their place as timeless champions of eye health. Their bright orange color comes from beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant, and a precursor to vitamin A, an essential nutrient that plays a key role in maintaining the health of the retina and supporting vision in low-light conditions. Though vitamin A deficiency is rare in developed countries, when it does occur, it can lead to symptoms like night blindness and dry, irritated eyes, often early warning signs that your vision needs more support. What makes carrots so impressive is how easily they deliver this vital nutrient. Just one medium-sized carrot provides more than 200% of your daily recommended intake of vitamin A. It's a simple addition to your diet, yet remarkably effective. You can enjoy them raw with a healthy dip, steam them lightly, or roast them to bring out their natural sweetness. However you prepare them, they're a convenient and affordable way to nourish your eyes. Next, let's turn to red bell peppers, a colorful, often underestimated vegetable that deserves more attention when it comes to eye care. These vibrant peppers are loaded with vitamin C, a potent antioxidant that plays a crucial role in strengthening the tiny blood vessels within your eyes. By reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, vitamin C helps maintain the overall structure and function of the eye, particularly as we age. Just 1 cup of chopped red bell peppers provides nearly 3 times the daily recommended amount of vitamin C. That's a significant boost, not only for your immune system, but also for your eye health. In addition to vitamin C, red bell peppers contain smaller amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin, which further enhance their protective properties. They're also incredibly versatile. Toss them into salads, sauté them into a stir-fry, or simply enjoy them raw for a crisp, colorful snack that delivers real nutritional value. And then, there's kale, a leafy green that's earned its reputation as a superfood, particularly for the eyes. When it's lightly steamed, sautéed, or cooked with a touch of healthy fat like olive oil, kale releases an impressive concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients act like natural internal sunglasses, helping filter out harmful blue light from screens and sunlight, and protecting the retina from oxidative damage. In fact, a single cup of cooked kale contains over 20 milligrams of these essential nutrients, more than almost any other vegetable. Regular consumption has been linked to a reduced risk of developing age-related macular degeneration and cataracts, 2 common causes of vision decline in older adults. If the bitter flavor of raw kale isn't to your liking, try blending it into soups or pairing it with sweet ingredients to balance the taste. You can also try blending kale into smoothies or combining it with milder greens like spinach to soften its bold flavor. But don't overlook another humble, yet powerful vegetable, the ripe tomato. Though it may not get as much attention as trendier superfoods, the tomato is rich in lycopene, a potent antioxidant that helps fight oxidative stress not only in the eyes, but throughout your entire vascular system. Lycopene offers a wide range of protective benefits. For the heart, it helps lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. For the brain, it may offer protection against age-related cognitive decline. And for the eyes, it supports the small, delicate blood vessels that nourish the retina, helping to preserve visual clarity as you age. Interestingly, cooking tomatoes, as in pasta sauces, stews, or soups, actually increases the bioavailability of lycopene. That means your body can absorb it more effectively once the tomatoes are heated. To get the most out of this antioxidant, pair cooked tomatoes with a healthy fat, such as olive oil, which further enhances nutrient absorption. These vegetables aren't just part of the latest wellness craze. They're time-tested, nature-provided tools for healthy aging. But their benefits depend on more than just choosing the right ingredients. How you prepare and consume them makes all the difference. Overcooking, for example, can destroy fragile nutrients like vitamin C. On the other hand, undercooking tougher greens like kale may make them harder to digest, limiting the nutrients your body actually receives. That's why cooking techniques matter. Gentle methods like steaming, light sautéing, or roasting can help preserve essential nutrients while enhancing flavor and texture. Even the timing of your meals makes a difference. Eating these vegetables as part of a balanced meal, alongside healthy fats and proteins, supports better absorption and maximizes their health benefits. But protecting your vision isn't just about what's on your plate. It's also about how you live. Building a daily routine that includes nutrient-rich meals, regular movement, and mindful screen habits can significantly enhance your long-term eye health. Taking short breaks from digital screens to rest your eyes, or engaging in daily walks to boost circulation, these small lifestyle choices amplify the protective power of your diet. Even what you do after meals can make a meaningful difference. A short walk after eating can help regulate blood sugar levels, which in turn reduces systemic inflammation, a key factor in the gradual deterioration of eye health over time. It's also essential to remember that not all vegetables are equal in their impact, and how they're handled matters greatly. The same food that can support eye health when properly prepared may lose much of its value when mishandled. For example, boiling vegetables for too long leaches water-soluble nutrients like vitamin C into the cooking water. And as we've seen with canned vegetables such as corn, relying on overly processed options often means sacrificing the nutrients your body and your vision depend on. Missing out on essential nutrients doesn't just affect your body, it quietly steals from your quality of life. Your eyesight is more than just a biological function, it's your window to the world. It's how you watch your grandchildren laugh in the yard, take in the colors of a breathtaking sunset, or read the pages of a book that has brought you comfort for years. Losing that clarity isn't always the result of aging alone. More often, it's the outcome of small, unconscious decisions repeated day after day. But the good news is this: those same decisions can also be the starting point of meaningful change. By choosing fresh or frozen corn instead of canned, by filling your plate with vision-supporting vegetables like carrots, red bell peppers, kale, and tomatoes, and by cooking them thoughtfully, you're not just protecting your eyesight, you're actively investing in your future. Every ingredient you choose, every cooking method you adopt, becomes a building block for long-term health and clarity. It's never too late to make a change. Take a moment to look at your next meal and ask yourself, is this serving me well? Rethink that can of corn. Pick up a carrot instead. Add vibrant bell peppers or a handful of gently cooked kale. Each bite is a decision, and each decision is a step toward preserving the eyes, the heart, and the mind that carry you through life. Good health isn't something reserved for the young. It's a reward earned through awareness, consistency, and care. With every mindful choice you make, you honor the wisdom you've gained over the years. and you protect the joy and freedom that come with clear vision. Thank you for spending your time with me and watching this important message about safeguarding your eyesight. Growing older should never mean surrendering your sight. It simply means choosing more wisely, with your meals, your habits, and your everyday routines. I hope this video has helped you see the hidden risks in some everyday vegetables, and more importantly, inspired you to make simple, empowering changes. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you plan to apply in your own life? Share it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it with someone who may benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content on aging well and staying strong. Wishing you vibrant health, lasting happiness, and deep peace in every season of life. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Aging Blueprint for more guidance on living with clarity and purpose.